If you've ever wondered what happens when someone clicks your Zoom link, this one's for you. They click the link, and when they see one of these screens with only a Zoom logo, no message, no instructions, no welcome from you, they think, am I in the right place? And when people feel unsure online, they don't wait around. They leave. Hi there, I'm Betsy, and I've been on Zoom every day for years, so you don't have to. And I can tell you, this one small detail is costing you attendance and client retention. In this video, I'm going to show you what to do instead. I'll show you how to customize your waiting room with a simple image that says you're in the right place. Even better, I'll show you how to add a short video of you welcoming them, or even confirming with them of what they need to do to be ready to start, assuring them that you start promptly at a certain time. Or it may just say, we'll let you in soon. Your Zoom meeting doesn't start when you admit them. It starts the second they click your link. As always, the timestamps are below. Use them if you need them. Okay, let's get started. So to enhance your waiting room, it all starts here in your web portal at zoom.com. You can see on the left there, I am on the settings tab, and we are on settings on the web because as you can see on the right side of the screen, you must also be on the meeting tab. And as I scroll down there, the security section is the first section you come across. And in there, it tells you that not only your waiting room is on, so if you're going to do what I recommend in this video, you want to first make sure that you enable your waiting room. And that way, your invitees have something to be greeted with when they arrive to your Zoom event. Underneath there, it says waiting room options. And specifically, I want you to click where it says customize waiting room. Now, this is the generic Zoom waiting room image. And if you've never come in here, you never knew that this is something to customize to make it look like it's your company representing the event. It's you teaching the event or presenting. Maybe it's a picture of you. Maybe it's your logo. And I'm going to lead you through all of that now. And oh, by the way, if you want a full checklist of all of these settings inside here, grab a copy of my Zoom Mastery checklist. I'll put a link to it in the description and follow along inside that checklist to make sure that everything you see here inside the web portal is set up for you before your meeting starts. So in here on the left-hand side where you see it says an image, well, notice on the bottom part of the screen, it is set up for the AI companion promotion. I mean, this is Zoom's promotion, not yours. So let's change it up. Instead, you could click on where it says workplace. Now, again, if you didn't have an image of your own, you might prefer that screen. But again, I'm here to tell you, people will see the Zoom logo and they will think maybe they did something wrong, that maybe their link isn't working because they're not getting to your event. They don't think that they should be looking at a Zoom logo. So the best practice here is to do the last one, which is upload my own image. Now, you could have something standard like this with just the word welcome and your logo, or if you want, you could do something, let's say in a program like Canva, which, side note, if you want to learn Canva, I teach that in my tech collective. And so you can go to my website and take a look. You can even try us out for free. So come along. We teach Canva there every month, and Canva is a great program for creating your own graphics like I did here. You want to make sure that when you upload your photo that it fits in here. Watch. When you come in here, it's very possible that your screen looks like this, and you're going to go ahead and click Upload Image. So when you go ahead to pick your image, when you create it, even if you're using a different program other than Canva, you want to make sure that the image is less than 1 MB. And you can see here, the one I'm going to use, the waiting room Zoom Go Live checklist. It's a resolution of 400 by 200. That's the max resolution it can be. And then it is 68 KB, which is 1,000 bytes. So I get it under that 1 MB limit. And so you click it and then click open at the bottom. And then that starts to load it in. Now, the first step is to make sure that any areas that you want to crop off are cropped. That's what these little blue squares are for. If you wanted to size them, mine has been made just for this area. So there is no sizing needed. Just going to click save. And then that brings the image into the waiting room. And this waiting room layout will be displayed to the people who are coming to my Zoom event. The top area here will also show. You see that meeting topic in brackets? Well, whatever I called my meeting in my Zoom meeting scheduler will be filled in there. And it will also indicate where you see it says waiting for host to start the meeting. Well, that's a message that will change depending on the status. If someone clicks your link after you share it, immediately, even if you haven't even started the Zoom yet, it will say that. They will see your waiting room and it will say waiting for host to start the meeting, even if it's in 2 weeks from now. Once it comes to that day, and let's say you get in there and you're starting your meeting early so you can get set up, the message will change. And when people click the link and they enter the waiting room, they will see something like the host has started the meeting and knows that you're here and has been notified. So that little message will change depending on the status. In that upper left corner, that's what they will see, a preview of themselves. So when they are coming into your event, they'll actually, when it says your video preview, it means that the people coming in will actually see themselves. And it's just a common setting for Zoom. You can see the two buttons underneath there. They can decide whether they're muted or off camera or vice versa, depending on your settings, but they have that control. And then the benefit here is if you've created a graphic with a picture of your face or an image of yourself and a title and maybe the bullet points of what you're going to cover, then they know exactly that they're in the right place. Sometimes people don't even read the title. So an image or what I'm about to show you is even better. Watch this. So on that left-hand side of the screen, granted, you can do the one that says a logo and description, but you're going to get a very small area for the image. That's what you see on the right there, that little box. And then with this one, you get a smaller image, but you get more room to type text. The next option on the left says a video. And when you click there, this lets you take a video that you already have on your local computer. Maybe it's in the cloud, but you have to download it. So you have to have the video already, and it lets you load it in here. Watch this. So I have a video that is saved in my folder on my computer. It's an MP4. And when I load it in, it looks like this. And when they enter the waiting room, they hear this and they see this. Watch. Hello, good morning. Well, welcome. Nice to see everyone today. Thank you so much for joining in. So that's just the first 10 seconds, and it goes on for about a minute. And after the video plays, it repeats. And this is just one example of maybe a promo video. Maybe you're introducing all of the presenters who are going to be at this event. Maybe you're saying hello and asking them to have a list of items ready in order to be prepared when the class starts. Maybe it's an online class. So think about how creative you could be recording your own video. And you could certainly record it in here. You could use your Zoom account and record it as a Zoom clip. And all of these possibilities allow you to take a video and load it in. And then anytime someone enters the waiting room, they see the video from the beginning. So if you've got 100 people in your waiting room, they're all watching this video at different points. They don't see each other and they don't see you. You can message with them in the chat and they can reply to you if you have your settings set correctly. The video has to be 30 megabytes or less. So if you are using a professional photographer and they give you a video, make sure that you look at the size of it because you would need them to reduce the size, compress it before you can load it in. And you'll see those limitations shown here on the left-hand side. Underneath, it says up to 30 megabytes, and it tells you the format has to be MP4, MOV, or M4V. If it is larger than 30 megabytes, it will be rejected. You won't be able to load it in here. And then underneath there, you are acknowledging consent that when you're uploading content in here, you are agreeing to Zoom's terms of service. So make sure that if you think maybe your content is borderline, not following the terms, that you read that first. If you want to see what your video will look like on a mobile, if someone is attending your event from their mobile device, you'll see at the top here, there's two tabs. So go ahead and click that little mobile and it shows you what your video will look like. And so their own video preview will be in the bottom left. So notice that there is somewhat of an overlap, and depending on how you made your video, you might want to preview it this way first. There is a play button there, and I'm here to help you with steps so you can see how it'll look, preview it ahead of time. Keep this also in mind that when your video plays in the waiting room, it is muted by default, which means everybody will have to click that little volume icon in order to hear any of the music playing. So if it's important to you that they hear the music or they hear you talking, maybe put some captions on the screen if you want them to be able to keep it muted, but also be able to see what you are saying. But most importantly, if you want them to know that the volume icon is there for them to click, you can even in your video put a note on the screen that says, click the volume icon below for sound. And then you will be giving them instructions about even how to work the controls inside the waiting room. All of these strategies keeps them engaged. Think about how we have been improving and increasing the activity inside the waiting room. They are watching, they are listening, maybe they're chatting with you. They are clicking the volume icon. They're trying to see what you're saying. And within a minute or a minute and a half video, it will repeat. And so we keep them engaged in conversation and we're not even there. So this raises the possibility that they will stay. And for many of my clients that have used this technique, they know for sure that it at least doubles their attendance. And if you put a video in there that actually engages them, or if you engage them with some kind of trivia or even a game, then they enter your main meeting room when you admit them and they are just full of information they can't wait to share with others, or even say, that was so much fun. This feature that you see across the top of the waiting room screen, this uses Zoom's built-in AI companion to create your own AI avatar, which is a representation of a real person. And if you don't want to be on camera, or you want it to look like you have, your staff greeting them and you're a solopreneur, this is a great way and fun way using AI to greet them with a person who is not you. And so to create it, you would click there. So you can see on this screen where the avatars appear. Down the right-hand side are all your choices. And these are all built in. And so you get to choose what your avatar person looks like. And you get to choose what the background looks like using those tabs across the top. And you get to put your avatar either in a classroom, or an office situation. And then you can even, up at the top is a tab for translation. So Zoom is including, in paid versions of Zoom, there are multiple languages included. So if you wanted your script, your waiting room welcome to be said in a different language other than English or other than your native language, you can do that here. And then on the bottom left is where you would type your script. So there, when you type your script, you can actually preview it and you'll hear a voice previewing your welcome script. And when the final product is done, you click generate in the bottom right corner and your final clip is ready to go.
Hello and welcome to Zoom Business Academy. We will be starting soon. Please have your Zoom credentials ready.
If you wanted to, you could use Zoom's built-in Zoom clips and record yourself. So multiple options here. And those Zoom clips, by the way, are located on the left-hand side of your Zoom web portal. Just go to clips and you'll be able to record yourself from there. And if you would like a full video with instructions on how to create Zoom clips, we have a video on the Zoom Playground channel. We'll put that link in the description for you. And if you do use the clips to record yourself, then you can use that video here in the waiting room. Notice there on the left, on the video page, it says upload from clips. And so you just click there and then it will bring you to your clips library. And all you have to do is just find the clip that you want and click it, and then it's loaded in. So you see add on the right, and that loads your clip right there in your waiting room. Now, my recommendation is to create a video, again, in Canva, like we had said earlier, and have it branded with your logo and your colors and the message you want. You can even record a video of yourself and then put that into the template. And when that video is saved as an MP4, you're going to come over here and click to upload with this gray button. And then it brings up your videos. When you click on that MP4 in your downloads folder and you click open, it loads that video in. And this is full multimedia. Hello, hello, good morning. Well, welcome. Nice to see everyone today. Thank you so much for joining. So in this case, you can have music in the background, you can have your voiceover, you can have B-roll playing, which is footage. Maybe you're giving them footage of what you're about to teach them in the class or an overview of the presentation and get them excited. Again, maybe it's trivia or facts or some sort of gamification, and this keeps them excited where they do not want to click away, and your attendance will double. Let me know in the comments when you've done this and if you can beat that, where your attendance actually tripled. It's going to happen. I want people you invite to attend, and I'm so interested in this that I'm actually doing an entire series of Zoom mistakes that cost you clients. Next week's video covers another strategy that you don't want to miss. So make sure you're subscribed and you have that bell for notifications turned on so you don't miss when I post it. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.